Hello, everyone. My name is Antonio Arnold. And just to give you a little bit about myself, I am a disabled veteran of 20 years of military service with 18 good years credited towards my retirement. Just to name a few, I hold a number of degrees up to a doctorate of divinity. I hold a number of certification, NCOES, and officer professional development, just to name a few. I have the opportunity to work with some of the most professionals, men and women within our armed forces, but to include the Bureau of Prison and the medical staff at the VA Medical Center. Here is just a little bit of my background. As you can see, I joined the Army in '84, became an infantryman. Then later on got commissions as an infantry officer. After 9/11, returned to service, became a water treatment specialist and plumber, and then my last objective was civil affairs. But I got a surprise for you. I also have served in the Air Force through the Air National Guard full time. I was in civil engineering, also water purification, and a number of other specializations that I have done, serving with the wonderful troops of the 203rd Red Horse. Yeah. But as so many veterans, I have succumbed to my injuries, and now I'm 100% disabled. I love my country. I have the opportunity to learn and work with so many different people. Drove different vehicles that I never thought I would be driving. Worked with some professionals, outstanding professionals. Learned a great deal about the Federal Bureau of Prison. Learned a great deal about the Department of Veterans Affairs, where I can help fellow veterans. But most of all, I love serving God and helping God's people. I have served in the ministry of over 22 years, co-vocational. And if you look to the right, it's my wife and I. And that's in our church, Church Without Walls ministry. I also had the opportunity to serve as pulpit supply pastor for Westminster Presbyterian Church. And I'm also have been an entrepreneur, and I'm still an entrepreneur. I have my own store right on Grove Avenue, and then later on to move to South Sycamore Street, which is south of Petersburg, southern portion of Petersburg. Offer a great deal of services, and that's when I really came to understand what it takes to be a winner, what it takes to be an entrepreneur. It takes hard work, dedication. It takes a sacrifice. It's basically investing in yourself. You believe in yourself. Just like in our careers, we have to believe in what we're doing. So it will not be a job, but a career and an enjoyment. So that's just a little bit about myself. Of course, disabled as I am, like so many of my brothers and sisters, well, we all been through that journey and serving our country and giving our country 100% of our efforts, and of course we got compensated very well. However, it gets to the point where you can no longer keep on keeping on, and your body shows wear and tear. And I'm here to say, I'll give anything, even my 100% disability, just to have the ability to do the things I used to do when I was in my 20s and 30s and 40s, early 40s. So that's pretty much where I am. But the main thing for this presentation, I want to call out all my brothers and sister veterans. I want to call all of you at attention to alert you of what's going on. Okay? I just want to talk to you, share some information with you, and perhaps I can be a blessing to you. Too often we succumb to our sickness and limited, and we suffer because we are limited our abilities to produce greater income. What do I mean? We are limited because of our disability to have access to income. What do you mean? Well, these access to income, like for example, you put in for your Social Security, and the Social Security would say, "Oh, I almost had it. You got to be quicker than that, or you got to file better than that." You know, or same thing with the VA. Oh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that, and it's a struggle, guys. It's a dog pony game. But I'm tired of it. Aren't you tired of it? Don't you want to have residual income or a income so no matter what happens to you physically, you still have a asset? And that's what I like to talk about is assets, having assets, obtaining wealth. Stop being a dependent on and somebody and making someone making a decision about what you are eligible to receive. And granted, it took me almost 10 years to get where I am. All right. Not just being an entrepreneur, but to get earn my 100%, which I have given so much to my country and so many of you deserve as well. But it's frustrating when you can't reach your full potential because of your physical. And there's another thing that's holding us back too. It's called mental. Our mindset hold us back from our potential. Some of you have dreams. Some of you have goals. Some of you have visions, but you never taken the step to put forth your vision so somebody else can benefit from it. But instead, it goes to the grave, guys. And it's sad. And so many of us are looking forward to and I'm about to say looking forward to because many of you, including myself, all we can think about when we turn 50, 60, 70 years old, we're going to retire with less than 60% of our income. Why would you want to lose 60% of your income? Why should we look forward to living off less than 60% and living on 40%? It makes no sense to me. Why should I live less than I have the potential to do? You deserve better. But guys, how many of you been told so many times, including myself, and I've been told this a lot, is to, live below your means. Now, guys, I have a beautiful home. And when somebody tells me live below my means, what are you talking about? I have to move into a shack? Should I have to move into an apartment? Should I move into what? What more do you mean live below means do you mean? So here's an example. This is where I look at it. Live below your means. By not taking on additional credit, no excessive spending, put the cigarettes, the drinking away, stop doing unnecessary driving that's not profiting you. Yeah, I live right at my means. This is my budget. This is my housing budget. I am not going to deviate that budget. If I don't have any place to go and I already done my shopping for the week, I am not going to get in my truck or car and burn gas unnecessarily, and neither should you. If you're on a budget, whether you're working or not, stay within that budget. Live at your means. And at the same time, put money aside for your investment. Okay? Don't waste, granted, put it in the bank so you can get to it, but the bank's not going to pay you a good interest on the return of your money. The bank's going to get a return on your money because they're going to lend your money to borrowers and make 12 and 15 and 20% off of the money you have in their bank. Okay? The way it should work is you should get 12, 15, 30% a return on your investment. So you have to be an investor, guys. So why live on 60%? Don't why live below your means or live at your mean? I'd rather live at this mean than this mean. So which one you rather have? Do you want to live below your means as your friends, your family tells you to live, or do you rather live at your means? Just don't do any excessive spending, unnecessary spending, and be an investor, but don't be a liability. Okay, you deserve better. Because too many of us every day face this. This is our face. This is how we look like, guys, on between paydays. Some of us get paid once a month, and after that month is out, with that first 2 weeks is over, here comes some more bills. You know, isn't it amazing why you were working 100%, getting 100% of your income, and you were receiving your check every 2 weeks? You had enough, or it's not barely enough, or more than enough, to take care of the expenses that you have incurred, including credit cards, car payment, car insurance, life insurance, homeowners insurance, food, utility, transportation, clothing, wash clothes, detergent, that sort of thing. I mean, I could go on and on. But when you look at, hey, here's a bill that you got to pay: electric, gas, water bill, mortgage, and you go to the 40% mode, and we're supposed to be happy about 40%. This is the face of stress, and it can have a devastating impact on your relationship. It can cause heart attacks. It can cause stroke. It can cause your body to fall into dysfunction, where you really get sick and you can't move, and you have to depend on, Social Security or whoever gives you. So, guys, let's not fall into that trap. Let's figure out a way to get out of that, okay? Let's figure out a way. There's a way you can get out of debt, pay your bills out, leverage your income, and be financially free. But so many, no one want to take the leap of faith. Like so many people, this is our life right here. We will just want to keep it on until this happens. And when it happens, guess what? The deals are due. You start digging into your piggy bank, your car being repossessed, or your car needs a repair, but you got to let it sit because you cannot afford to fix it. And I've seen a lot of cars parked in the backyard, need a repair, but they're falling into decay because you don't have the money to fix it. You're not receiving enough income. You're not leveraging. An emergency surgery can come up. Your spouse will need emergency surgery. And the insurance say, well, this is your deductible. Do you have $5,000 or $10,000? And you have a bronze plan? Or, you need more money, so you went out and applied for a loan, but your credit's not that great, so the company turns you down, and you wanted to help your family, and you want to save your wife, but you just don't have the money because, you trusted your 9 to 5, 8 to 12 job that pays you minimum pay, while the stockbroker's getting paid and the owner's getting paid, but you as an employee, you're underpaid. That's not living. And heaven forbid, look at this guy on the right. His face is blown away when he opened that envelope and saw a surprise bill looking at him. Can we all relate to that? Can we all see ourselves in this guy's expression? I sure have, because I've been there. I've been there. And it feels good when you pay those bills out and you don't have to ever worry with those again. But it's frustrating. It's stress. And yet, it's time to make a decision for change. Yes, thank God for Social Security. Thank God for military disability. Thank God for our job retirement. But that's still not enough to maintain the lifestyle that we have had before our retirement or before our elderly age. It's time for a change, guys. It's time to start looking at other areas of revenue, of income. And it's like I said, We all look forward to that day when we can say, I'm going to retire and live off 40% on 40% of my income, called Social Security. Yes, I have no retirement plan. I have no, 401k. I have no profit sharing. I have no assets to liquidate, to live on. I have no major, as they call it in insurance, I have no iniquity and plan that pays me every month. Annuities. Annuities, great. You just put the money in there and let it pay you every month. Okay? You talk to your insurance broker about that. But we live based, this is how we live. We don't like it, but this is us every day. And this we run to. Social Security. Like it's the greatest thing since oatmeal. Man, you need to apply for your Social Security. Man, now that you're 100%, you go get ahead and get that Social Security disability. Why? I can still do something. If I can't do something physically, I can do something mentally. How many of you got sharp brains, but just limited on how much you can do physically? There's a lot of stuff you can do with your brain, with your mind, that will pay you. Why accept lacking? Why accept deplorables in your life? Why accept poverty where you can live prosperity and wealth? The Bible tells us every time we read the Bible, we say, God wants us to have life and life more abundantly. Not just in the peace of salvation of our souls, but life more abundantly with joy. Now, how are you going to have joy when you got your car being repossessed, you're being kicked out of your house, you're practically homeless, and you're moving into an area that you're scared to come out of, that allows you not to even sit on the porch at night? That's not living. And you're wondering where you're going to get food. How are you going to wash your clothes? How are you going to keep the lights on? And I'm here to tell you that's not living. $500 to $1,000 a month in Social Security is nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let the politicians fool you. They're talking about every time they give you this game. Hey, guys, and let's just think about this, guys. They tell you every day, every time there's a running for an election, whether it be national election or local election or even the regional election or state. Hey, we're going to provide jobs. Jobs. You work for me. We're going to make sure you get good health care, the Affordable Care Act. If you qualified, if you make over $40,000 a year and you're just two of you, forget it, buddy. If you only make $5,000 a year, we got you covered. But what about the working people who's in between? Y'all gonna have to just deal with it. What about this? What about, my bills? I can't make it off $600 to $1,000 in Social Security. I heard of a story of a young gentleman, an elderly gentleman, and his wife. They're moving out of their home because the house been sold. Okay. One of them just had an amputation, can't work. And then one's only getting like $600 in disabilities. The other one getting like $600 in Social Security. And that's all they have. And I asked the question, why have someone told them when they were young and able to be an investor, start preparing, get your education? Why did someone not tell them that you're more than a conqueror, that you didn't have to accept the status quo like everybody else? Why did a friend did not tell them to do better? Sometimes we shoot our own foot, ladies and gentlemen. And I refuse to accept anything less than the best. That's why I continue to strive and don't sleep. Why is everybody sleeping? I'm still awake, networking, and working. And that's what you have to do. If you're going to work a job making someone's, building someone's legacy and assets, you should be thinking about building your own. Because even with $3,000, it's not going to be enough for emergencies, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you retire with 40%, it's still not enough. And some of you still got to pay taxes, but you can't write it off because you're not allowed to own a business. Yes, if you do receive Social Security disability, you are not allowed to own a business. You're not allowed to earn over $1,700 a month. That's something Social Security Administration will not tell you. And then they penalize you when you make over a certain amount estimated. So if they figure that, hey, you will make $1,700 a month on your part-time job, which is the minimum, or at least $1,200 or $1,500, they will stop your disability, your benefits right then and there, and penalize you. Don't depend on this scam here. Build your own securities, ladies and gentlemen. Build your own security through your own business. I'm a firm believer in this. Read this there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a winner. I'm the best in the world. I refuse to lose. So before I even got this 100%, I was hustling, working, staying on the phone, reaching people by email, reaching people by internet, expanding my brands all over the world, just hoping and praying that someone believes in me. Because I'm going to tell you why, in business, your family is the last one that's going to believe in you, but they'll be the first to ask for $1. Your friends are the last one that's going to believe in your dreams, but be the first to ask for, hey, where could you hook me up? Guys, you ought to center yourself around people who are like-minded, who are winners, who are like-minded, who believe and have the same drive that will encourage you to success. But speaking of success, guys, like I was saying earlier, every year, every 6 months, every year there's an election coming on. And guys, they're the politicians. I mean, there's not much difference between money and politics. I ain't lying to you. Every last one of them, they're a business owner. Most of your politicians, whether they be congressmen, state legislator, governors, senators, they're all business owners. And they're all receiving a great income. They're not only receiving the $350,000 a month and the great health care and the great retirement that they will soon have after they finish their term, but they have the opportunity to make money on the side on their own. Some of them own businesses, conglomerates on their own. A lot of them own estates, guys. And they're telling you we're going to create jobs. How about you help me create a business like you did? How about you teach me how to build an estate like you did, Mr. Politician? I don't want a just over broke life. I want a more abundant life. Let me show you something here. Look at these gentlemen, for example. The mayor of New York, the mayor of New York, a multi-billionaire. Now, we already know about Trump, and I ain't going to go there, but I'm going to tell you something. The man's brilliant because he's there. He took $1 million and made $1 billion. So what? He filed bankruptcy. Everybody who's rich filed bankruptcy one time or another. Look at your job. Actually, you look at your job history. Have your job, your company, ever filed bankruptcy? Check it out. You'll be surprised. A lot of them restructure. That's filing bankruptcy. Our President Obama, that man's a multimillionaire. So let me share something with y'all, because I want to inspire somebody out there who will take the leap of faith and get out the rat race and get out the poverty race, because you deserve better. Every last one of you are winners. Every last one of you deserve more. Every last one of you deserves the best that God's green earth can offer you. But you got to make a change in your mindset. These gentlemen that you see here, whether Republican, Democrat, or Independent, already made that decision before you have. Let's look at President Trump. He's a billionaire, of course. We already know that. But he also earned $103 million a year. Okay? Now, let's look at President Obama. Let's look at his legacy. All there, and I'm going to put this disclosure out here up front so we can stop it right now. All their information is, because they're serving the public, is open information to the public. Their tax records, their income, their net worth are all open to the public, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So if they don't want to come out and say, hey, I'm just like you, and they're making six-figure incomes and you're not, they're not like you. How much is a gallon of bread, a gallon of milk? How much is a slice of bread? How much it costs to go to drive through Interstate 95 on New York when you have to hire a driver? Costs $4 to go through Baltimore. I remember when it cost 50 cents to $1 to go through to Petersburg. So President Obama in 2007, even before he ran for president, he made $7 million. A lot of people didn't know that. He made $4,139,000 in 2007, $5,623,690 in 2009, and it goes down to $1,795,000 in 2010. It's $844,855 in 2011. 2015, $447,000, which is basically a little bit of his salary, $888,000. But his net worth through his speaking engagement, his book selling, his other engagements, he's back to $40 million. He back past $7 million before he got started. But he makes $40 million through his business. That's his business. $40 million. The man can go anywhere he wants. Plus, he has free security through the Secret Service. He has free stamps, free health care. He never had to pay for it. Plus, he got a retirement check coming every month. Plus, the $40 million that he earned. Plus, he got a tax write-off. Okay? Hillary Clinton, she is worth $75 million. Time to wake up, ladies and gentlemen, and drink the coffee. This is just a tool. Anyway, her net worth, which means after expenses and payroll and all these other expenses that she may incur, her profit to herself and her including her properties she owns is $75 million. The Clintons. She earned $10,745,000 in 2015, $28,336,212 in 2014, $27,468,870 in 2013, $19,727,863 at 2012. And I can keep going, guys. They're making residual income, making money while they sleep, while they're awake, every day, leveraging their income, leveraging their staff, leveraging their people, and running for office so they can leverage some more. Ted Cruz is a millionaire. George Walker Bush, a millionaire. His net worth is $39 million. Richard B. Cheney, Vice President Cheney. That man is $90 million richer. John McCain, $40.4 million. Can you? Okay, do you have the understanding? And don't get me started with Willard M. Romney. Romney is $257 million. And of course, Hillary Clinton, this is an old slide, old picture, 30.1 or 34.9 million net worth. She's 75 million now. Unless you consider, here I'm talking about the both husband and wife. That's how much they worth. But this is what she got, 30 million. Okay. And on the slide to the right, showing just a few guys, just a few politicians that you love and know who own businesses, who are investors, who's getting paid. Okay, they're getting paid, and we're not. Their children don't go to public schools. They go to private schools. They go to Ivy League colleges and universities. Guys, we got to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to walk away from the overworked and underpaid, ladies and gentlemen, and become an investor. Or you're not going into politics, but you're still going to go into investment because you can be around people who of the know. I lie to you not. So become an investor. You see, at borderofwisewisdom.com, they made a statement that's powerful. Would you rather work 40 years for 40 hours a week to retire poor, or be an entrepreneur and retire young and rich? The Clintons are rich. Your Hollywood celebrities that you watch all the time are rich. Your politicians are rich, if not wealthy. So why shouldn't you? And here's another slide. It's just a graphic. I just want to share how assets, liability, and net assets. What are assets? Your current assets are cash at hand, ready to grab in case you need it. Cash equivalent receivables, short terms, inventory, investment, prepaid expenses, fixed assets such as furniture. And then I'm talking about furniture that has value, and equipment, plant. We're talking about industry that you own, property that you own. How many of you own a 30-story building or a factory? How many of you own land? 20 acres, 30 acres, 40 acres, 15 acres, say about 10 acres. These are assets. If you own them, free and clear, they are assets, even including depreciation. Liabilities, account payable. Look to your left, ladies and gentlemen. Accrued expense, payroll liabilities, deferred revenue, the refundable advanced line of credit, current portion of loans, long-term liability, bonds, mortgage. Mortgage is a liability. It's not an investment. It's a liability. Okay. Your net assets is determined by how much assets minus the liability, how much you have left. If your net asset is unrestricted, you're good to go. Is it permanent? If it's temporary restricted, you got a problem. You need to get rid of some of those liabilities. If you got permanent restricted, that means you're underground, and that's like 90% of the population is underground because because you got more liabilities than assets. You owe more than you own, and that's just the way the economics work, guys. We got to change our mindset, not being dependent upon, trying to obtain loans short term. These guys that you go to the store and you obtain these $5,000, $2,000 loans with 25% interest. They say that's severe liability, ladies and gentlemen. Save that money, and also get yourself a tool that's going to pay you residually, so you can enjoy the benefits that you have. And I don't understand why it's ringing. But I just wanted to share that with you, ladies and gentlemen. But that's assets, liability, and net assets. Okay? So, this is sad but true. I want you to read this for me. This is not what life is all about. More than half of Americans will retire broke. More than half of Americans will retire broke. Sad but true. I'm just getting out of the broke, and I'm retired. but I'm still working. I'm still rolling because I don't want to die broke. It's one thing to be born broke, but it's up to you. It's up to you to change your life so you won't die broke and leave debt to your children and for your families. This is retirement. Carefree, no stress, lowers your blood pressure, lowers your chances of a stroke. See the world, relax. Bills are paid. Money's coming in. You diversified your income. You have an annuity. You have assets that's paying you every month. Your value of your assets will continue to grow. And all you had to do is take the step today to becoming an investor on yourself. Take advantage of the taxes benefits that's there. Every last one of your politicians and mines, commander-in-chief that I ever served, had a tax write-off. I didn't. Why? Because they had a business. Every last one of them. And I noticed a lot of politicians would stop payment on their benefits from their retirement or from their stocks to themselves while they're serving as presidency to show they're just having this presidential income. But as soon as they step out of that White House, boom, give me my money. You deserve a better America. You deserve the American dream. And the American dream is right here. There's people coming from all over the world just to live the American dream, take advantage of the opportunity and build, where in their country they're not able to do that. So make the change today. Becoming an investor. Don't allow fears and falling stop you from pursuing your dreams. Prepare, practice, and pray, and take the jump. It's through the fall that you realize that you can fly. Stop being afraid of just being afraid. And take the leap of faith. You do have faith, right, of a mustard seed. You do have faith that I believe of a substance of things hoped for, evidence of things are not seen. So what you afraid of? I was afraid of jumping out of airplanes, and I jump air. We get on the flight line, get on and board our C-130, C-17, Cessna, C-141, and take off. And I'm scared. And they tell us to stand up, hook up. And then they say, go. I don't stop the line and say, what? I just go for it. And let my knees hit the breeze. That's what you have. That's the mindset you got to have, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have that same mindset. Even though you are afraid to become an investor, invest anyway. Get started. Do your research, but don't research yourself out of an investment. Because sometimes we can say, well, let me research this, and you have no idea. Let me tell you something. A lot of your presidents have no idea what it takes to become a president until they became one. A lot of your congressmen have no experience of becoming a congressman or woman until they became a congressman or woman. A lot of your governors had never been a governor before until they what? Became one. They learned on the job. Learn to become an investor. Well, it's a scam. Well, guess what? You've been in a scam all your life. You got a CEO, CFO who making decisions, who's going to have a yacht, going to all the nice places, have what they call the help, because he don't clean his house up, don't wash his car. He got people do that for him. He earning up to $22 million plus bonuses, and still got a heck of a retirement that's out of this world. And his children never have to go to public schools. They have a private tutor. They have a private school they go attend. The vice president earned only $600,000 to $3 million plus bonuses. Okay? Management, $60,000 to $300,000. So if you look at this and these first three incomes, and you look at your income as an employee, $8 to $10 an hour, or $12 to $15 an hour, or $20 an hour, or $25 an hour, you're being scammed because someone is leveraging you to pay their income, their assets, and their legacy. Why don't you do the same for yourself? So when you're done, you can sit back and smile. Whether you go to the beach or the mountains or not makes no difference. Life is too short. Make the best of it and leave a legacy for your children's children. Do you know the Bible said that we're supposed to leave an inheritance for our children's children? That means our grandchildren are supposed to have what they need. Amen. I ain't gonna get too many amens out of that, but that's the scam, ladies and gentlemen. Stop worrying about scam, because scam artists will call and pretend that they IRS. They will call you and pretend. Now, I'm not going to call you. I'm going to share an opportunity as an investor. They're not calling you to be an investor. So let's stop this scam stuff once and for all, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? Believe it or not, you got many your football players, your politicians are all in network marketing. And some of them I partnered with. So get that, that stinky thinking out of your head, straight up. Get it out of your head. It doesn't pay you. It doesn't make you money. I mean, look at here, $8 to $10 an hour. You can't even pay your $900 rent on that money. More or less electric bill, put gas in your car, school clothing for your kids. I mean, they're giving us a tax break so you can go to the store at a certain time. Who cares if you got wealth? I don't want your discount. I'll take your little discount, but that don't make me or break me. What you want to do is have a legacy for yourself where you can walk up to the store or go online, shop, and don't even think about, oh, did I spend too much? Oh, we don't have enough money. Oh, I'm sorry, granddaughter, I can't take you to King's Dominion because I'm broke. I'm gonna take my grandkids to Disney World. I already been to Busch Gardens, and I'm working my way to Disney World. Why shouldn't you? There's too many people. There's people travel all over the world to go to places that you deserve to go. So build your dreams. It's time to build dreams, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to make a difference. If not for yourself, let's take so many people with us. Let's help as many people as we can. If you want to help people and you want to help them where they are, whether they help them pay a light bill, get some clothes, and I'm talking about some new clothes instead of some used clothes. Let's have the money to do it and change lives. Let's do it. Let's take the plunge, a leap of faith to help as many people as we can. Let's change our mindset, ladies and gentlemen. Let's eat healthy. Let's exercise 4 times a week. Let's do some Tai Chi, because I love some Tai Chi. Let's do some martial arts to clean up our minds and focus. Let's stop watching so much reality TV. Let's get away and focus on our dreams. Set some goals. Be around people who are like-minded like us, who have some visions and dreams. Get yourself in a circle of people who have wealth, who are making things happen, and learn from them. Call a friend and wish them a happy birthday. Talk to people who you know within your network. And I'm going to tell you something. If they don't believe in you, hey, ask them to the side and go to make some new friends who are like-minded like yourself, who's going to help you reach your potential. That's what you want to do. You want to also be focused on your network, not focus on things. Check it here. You want to have this mentality too. Have a specific goal. Amen? Have a definite purpose. Make your own destiny. Measure your progress. Be deadline driven with a focus and hold yourself accountable. Work hard and play hard. And don't be the opposite that you see on lack mentality, okay? Because lack mentality ain't going to get you nowhere. It's not going to help you pay your bills. It's not going to set you above poverty. It's not going to give you the very things you need. You're not going to wake up and say, hey, I don't have to worry this month. My bills are paid up all the way to the next month. Well, guess what? With a lack of mentality, you're going to be lacking. And talking about who said, she said, Steve said, it's not paying you. Let me tell you something. If it's not paying me, I'm not having a conversation. If you're talking about, hey, how much great is Social Security, I'm not going to have a conversation with you. If you want to learn what it takes to be a winner, how to make money at home, whether you're disabled or not, then I'm not going to have a conversation. And if you haven't noticed that by now, here it is. I'm looking for people who wants to be winners and movers, dreamers, who want to set up foundations to help our kids. Hey, we got two in Petersburg. We got 2 community centers that's in deplorable shape. Need total renovation, upgrades. Need some kids, some things, some new stuff for kids to have something to do so they can get away from street gangs, get away from crime, get away from trouble. That's my dream. My school needs some major renovations, needs some new doors, needs some state-of-the-art computers. Every kid should have a tablet so they can read their text and need 100%. And last but not least, they need new books. I'll buy all those books out of there, put new books in there. Whether it be Petersburg High, Vernon John, whether it be any of the public schools or even an elementary school. Our kids need the tools for success. But in order to do that, we need some people who are wealth-minded, wealth-trained, in position to give a donation. And we got some wealthy people here in this city sitting on the money. Make a donation. Let's try to make a difference. Join me to make a difference, ladies and gentlemen. Get with me and my wife, and we will teach you how to be successful, how to remain focused, how to acquire customers in your sleep. When customers contact you while you're sleeping. And here's another mindset for you. Rich people, poor people mindset. Rich people believe I created my life. Now, God gave me life. But the life that I created within my own world is up to me. Poor people say life just happens. And it don't. You make a decision. You just make a decision to do or to don't. It's up to you. Rich people play the money game to win. And I do. Poor people play the money game not to lose. To not lose. I want to win. How many of you want to win? Rich people think big. Poor people think small. When I first acquired my master's divinity, when I first got started, it was like a mountain. Because I knew I got to do 96 hours, graduate hours. And I know I had to write papers, do reports, research. But it's all behind me. Because I took one bite of that apple at a time. You could do the same thing, guys. You got to think big. You got to associate yourself with positive, successful people. Stop surrounding yourself with people with negative attitudes and who are unsuccessful and broke. Rich people are bigger than their problem. God is much bigger than your problem. But the poor people, as I most used to have in my mind, that my problem is bigger than me. I'm smaller than my problem. I'm smaller and I'm shrinking. Guys, let's kill this mindset right now. Let's do it today. Let's stop making excuses. Rich people have their money, work hard for what? Them. Poor people work hard for their money. Ponder on that for a moment. If that's the life you want to live on the right side, or do you want to live on the left side? And if you want to live on the left side, I want you to text me today, instant message me. Hit me up on Craigslist. Hit me up on Facebook, YouTube. I don't care. Hit me up, and I'll show you. I'll teach you how to win. You see, investing in yourself is the best investment you will ever make. It will not only improve your life, it will improve the lives of those around you. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe, please share, and please talk to me, because I love to hear from you, because it's all about winning. We're here to help. If you have a need for any of the services we provide, please let us know. If you want to start a business or partner us with one of our small businesses, I'll teach you everything I know. Plus, I'll teach you how to market online, how to promote online, and how to reach millions of people. Okay? I'll teach you what I know, but you got to come on board. All right? Let's talk. All right. Thank you. God bless you. It may have a smile upon you.